Hi guys, how is everyone doing? Welcome very much to Transform 360 with 𝗁𝘁. Guys, you people are so amazing. Thank you very much everyone who has subscribed so far. Gosh, I thank you for the love and for the support. You people are just the best. And if you've not subscribed, guys, you do not know what you're missing out. Kindly do so. Subscribe, share, like, hit the notification bell so that we can grow together. And today, this morning, guess what? I am celebrating my people at 𝗁𝘁 his'𝘁 family. Weka tik. Kama umesubscribe weka tik. Kama una enjoy weka tik. Unangoja nini? Unangoja nini? Kama huja subscribe una chill. Si usubscribe to grow pamoja. Uko poa leo. Umeamka vizuri weka tik. Una feel uko fresh weka tik. Weka tik. 𝗁𝘁 his'𝘁 inabamba. 𝗁𝘁 his'𝘁 iko poa. Tunaeka tik ingine. Tunaeka tik. Guys, that's for you people. Those who have subscribed. So people will be sharing something very interesting. Whoa. The things that we say to people when they're grieving that we should not actually say. Have you ever given thought to that? That is what we'll be tackling today. And by the time we're done with the session, we'll of course get to know what to say to people when they're grieving and what not to say to people. Remember, we agreed it's important to be kind to others even as they go through the grieving and mourning season. Let us extend grace and let us just be there to support them. Let them know that we are there for them, we care, and we're there to hold their hand even as they walk through the journey of recovery. And so people, today, ukipatikana, click hapo chini, useme by the way, hapo umenipata leo. Na pia ukifeel maybe kuna vitu zenye ushaiambiwa before, ama hata wewe ushaiambia mtu na ukaona hapa kuna vile nimechoma. Guys, ushaifikiria hiyo story? Ebu, let's get started. Leo we are going to separate mbivu na mbichi. We are going to get to know what we should say to people, what we should not say to people. So let us do this. And by the way, have I ever told you guys that I love dancing so much? Ever since I was a young girl, I enjoy dancing. So when you see me dancing almost in every session, don't worry, this girl loves dancing. So let's get to today's session in a bit. Things that you should not say to people. Let me begin. This one, kwanza, I think all of us will find ourselves having done that either once or twice in their lifetime, or even so many times. Telling people you understand them when they're experiencing loss. Guys, do you know you cannot understand someone? You cannot. The person that they have lost means something totally different to them compared to you. So you cannot tell someone that you understand them. 2, I feel you. What are you feeling? Both of us might have lost our father, for example, or even our sister, or even a friend. But how I'm feeling and how you're feeling, there is no way we can be the same. No way. And so let us not tell people that we feel them. Number 3, be strong. I already said that statement. You should not even pull it when you're consoling people who have lost their loved ones or something that they really deemed valuable. Don't cry. Guys, allow people to be people. If someone feels like crying, let them cry. Let them cry, because it helps even in the healing process. It's time to move on. Please don't hurry the grief process for people. Don't hurry them. Let them go through it naturally, because again, it's a natural process and it should not be hurried. And there's no specific timeline at it's written. When you lose a child, you should mourn for 5 years. When it's a business, in fact, even 6 months will do, or 1 year. Or if it's a pet, in fact, a pet, it's not even something very major. You should only mourn for 1 day, guys, or hours. Do not tell people it's time to move on. Again, don't tell people to get over it. Please. That statement, in fact, is very harsh and very annoying. You cannot tell someone to get over loss. Okay? Or it's difficult. It's difficult, guys. Don't tell people such things. The other one, deal with it. This one is a big no. Is a big no. The other one, I know how you're feeling. My God, you cannot know how I'm feeling. You cannot. You are not me, I'm not you. And there is no way you can know what I'm feeling, okay? The other one, God will give you another one. We already said, even if God was to bless someone with someone else, or something else, there's no way it can take the place of the previous. Why? Because all these are actually unique. They are unique to this person. They had unique characteristics, and so there's no way this can replace that. Then this one is actually one of the worst. Imagine, no matter how much you cry, they will not come back. It will not come back. You'll never get the marriage back. Don't say such things to people. Then also, when we tell people it is well, that statement, as much as it appears to be very kind, at the same time, it's also not very kind or very polite. It is well. Do you know such a statement doesn't make sense to someone who is mourning? It does not. It is well. What are you telling me is well? Please. To them, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't even register what you're saying. So please don't put such statements. Telling someone, oh, they're in a better place. It is in a better place. Please do not. Saying there's a reason for everything. Kwanza this one, I think everyone is a culprit, even me. There's a reason for everything. So you leave someone thinking, okay, so what reason did God have when this happened to me? What reason did God have when my loved one left me? What reason did God have? Was he punishing me? Was he, you really take someone through memory lane, really trying to think about or figure out what could have been God's motive when this and this happened. Don't tell people there's a reason for everything. Please do not. And then the other one is, you are still young. You can have other children. Please, can you leave my age alone? When I've lost a child, for instance, yes, I know probably I can bear another one in future, but don't tell me that. I know I'm young. Do not rub it in and tell me, you're young. You can give birth to another child. Please do not. And then, this one for pets. It was just a dog. It was just a cat. That is what is making you cry. Guys, if you do not love animals and that cannot move you to tears, please allow those who love animals and who really, really, really hold pets dear to them, mourn. Don't trivialize someone else's emotions. Don't trivialize someone else's loss. Okay? And then also someone saying, I already mentioned that you have to be strong for your spouse, for your child, your mother. Don't say that. Do not. Allow everyone to handle grief in their own way. There's nothing as being strong for the other person. Allow someone to cry. Allow someone to feel weak. Allow someone to feel lonely. Allow someone to feel frightened, to feel anxious, to feel angry. All those are emotions that come with loss. Then people are saying, at least they lived long. Please, you're not God. And we know, if someone has died at 100, we know that they lived long and God actually blessed them. Okay? But if we were asked, we would always want us to live forever and have no one die. If it was possible for us to live to 900 years, to infinity, that would have been our desire. So even when we tell people that they lived long, or which for me I think I've been a culprit in this, especially when someone loses probably their grandparent, and maybe this grandparent was so old they had actually lived life, they were actually in their hundreds. Then sometimes we pull that statement probably amongst ourselves. Probably I've not told someone directly, but we pull that statement maybe with my siblings. We say, but you know what? That person had lived long enough. In fact, God was very gracious and we should be grateful for the time that we had with them. Yes, it makes sense, but please don't say that to people. Do not, because when someone is mourning and grieving, they would have even wanted that person to live longer without even dying. And even if it's that grandparent, that grandparent also had children who probably are adults, but they would have wished their mom would have lived long, or their dad would have lived long. Okay? Then, give it time. Give it time seems somehow kind, but again, it's not a very good statement to tell people. We know that with time, I wouldn't say it gets easier, but with time, one learns to live with the loss. One learns to live with it. Not that it gets easier, okay? So don't tell people at give it time. And then, this one also. When it's their time to go, it's the time. Hey, you're left wondering, okay, yes, we understand when some of these things happen. Like we said, loss and grief is inevitable. Loss is inevitable. Sometimes we don't have the power to actually control some of these things. So please don't even tell someone you're patiati. When it's the time to go, it's the time to go. Then there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, we know that, but please don't rub it in, okay? And then This one also, stay busy so you don't think so much about it. Where this one is something that we find ourselves telling people mara mingi, but it's not very nice. Reason being, us staying busy and just ignoring whatever it is that happened and trying to occupy our minds with other things doesn't mean that you're processing the loss well. Okay, in fact, it's advised that you allow yourself to experience, to go through all those things, all the emotions, experience them, allow yourself to go through them. That is the only way that you'll actually be able to cope with loss and grief effectively and efficiently. Because remember, we've said it's important for us to cope with loss and grief in a healthy manner. So by you suppressing them, or by you keeping yourself busy and being intentional about not thinking about the loss, it might just help for a while, a short while, but in the long run, actually it'll have more negative impact than just processing the grief and the loss on a day-to-day basis. Now, what are some of the things that you should say to people? Probably someone is wondering that. What are some of the things that you should say to people when they're experiencing loss? Kindly, this is one of them. I'm sorry for your loss. Let them know that you're sorry for their loss. 2, tell them, I can only imagine how that feels. Yeah, because it's true, you can only imagine. You cannot really put yourself in their shoes and experience exactly what they're experiencing. So the best statement to use is, I can only imagine how you're feeling. 3, always let someone know, in case you're here, in case you need, sorry, not in case you're here, in case you need anything, I am here for you. That is very important, because that just helps to assure someone that you're there for them, you're there to support them. Also a statement like, I wish I had the right words for you, but honestly, I have no words that can comfort you at this particular time. That is very polite, and that is actually comforting. Just be present. What do you mean by being present is be there when they need you. Okay, empathize. Allow yourself to experience what they're experiencing, even if you won't experience exactly whatever it is that they're going through, but just allow yourself to experience that. Empathize with them in a healthy manner. Okay, then share good memories about the person or the thing. Share good memories. Just tell them, oh yeah, I remember this was good. I remember how so and so was. I remember. Those good memories also get to be very comforting in such difficult moments. And then don't always want to find out what happened to them, or what happened to that thing, or what happened, or the circumstance surrounding the loss. Don't push people to talk about that. Okay, so probably it's always good to ask. It's always courteous to ask, you want to talk about what happened? So if someone is willing to talk about it, they'll actually talk about it. If someone is not willing, then let them be. Okay, if they're willing to talk about it, help them to process the loss in a healthy manner. Not that now when they talk about it, now you leave them feeling worse than you even found them. No, just be there, support them, encourage them, and just help them to process this loss in a better manner than they're actually doing before. Okay, yes, and I think those are just some of the things that you can actually do or say to people. And basically, even just the simple statement like, I'm praying for you, I'm praying with you, may the peace of the Lord that surpasses human understanding fill you, your hearts and minds, be with you. It's important to just remind people that you are there for them and that it shall be well. So with that said and done, I hope we've learned just basically how to support those who are around us and how to process loss. Kindly comment things that people should not say to people when they're grieving. Comment about them, things that probably you think people should also say to others, and also just the myths that people hold around loss and grief. Comment and let's learn together. So with that said and done, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Kindly remember to subscribe, to share with your loved ones, with your friends, with your colleagues. Let us grow together. Let us build this family. Goodbye for now, and see you next time in our next video. Bye.